I have never wanted children, but it is hard watching my wife grieve motherhood. AMP X200B, IV 41 male been struggling lately because my wife 32 female of 3 years has developed a deep longing to have a child after a loss of an accidental pregnancy this past year. Before we were married, I was pretty much certain I did not want children, which I communicated to her. We have stable lives, jobs, a house, etc. So there's no issue there. But the idea of being a father has never appealed to me apart from coming up with interesting names and the occasional passing fancy. My own father regretted having kids and let me know via abuse and alcoholism, and while I know I would handle it differently, I am not sure I am cut out for fatherhood. I feel as though I still have so much to do in life, and I've always told myself that my work in the world would essentially take the place of whatever offspring I might have had. I still occasionally toy with the idea of dancing with a child, singing to it, watching it grow up, and giving it a good life with the woman I love. I fear that I am choosing an easy life over giving our love to something greater, and that having a child could be an adventure. I still have an inherent aversion to fatherhood and struggle to imagine how I could actually enjoy constant nurturing and having another living being in my home. I hate being the architect of my wife's despair through my unwillingness to start a family. I hate seeing her sad, struggling despite her statements to the contrary, with whether she wants to continue to have a life with me. She says she would never ask me to do something I didn't want to do, especially when it is something so grave as becoming a parent, but I can see it as breaking her heart knowing she would have to go through the rest of her life never having become a mother. It is killing me. I don't know what kind of father I would be, but I know I'd be better and kinder than my own. I've never given it much thought as I've always sort of accepted I would never be one. I have scheduled a vasectomy, but am feeling conflicted on moving forward with it. I know I do not inherently want children, and seeing her miserable has been incredibly hard. One of you will either have to give up the idea of what your future looks like with or without kids, or you might have to separate and go about your life with someone who wants the same lifestyle. It's okay to not want kids, and it's okay for your wife to change her mind. You guys just might have run your course, and that's also okay. You don't want children. Your wife does, to the extent that you say she's miserable. You two should discuss divorce. Maybe one of you will have to let go. I know it's sad, but maybe for both of your greater happiness that might have to be the way. Y'all should look into couple counseling. I never really recommend that, but for this situation I think it needs it. So you both can openly say what you need to say and move forward constructively without both of you building resentment towards the other. And probably have a sit down and really talk about the kids thing. She may agree with you that she doesn't want kids, but becoming accidentally pregnant and losing it is a horrible thing to go through. It messes you up, because suddenly you were thinking about a future with a kid and the next it got taken away without consent, and no warning. It's hard. Y'all both love each other, so hopefully something good will come out of y'all having a hard conversation/therapy. Your wife had a miscarriage fairly recently. Her hormones may still be in a state of flux, and she could be dealing with the fallout from that. She is also struggling with the trauma of her pregnancy loss, which, even if it was a surprise, left her feeling bereft and off-kilter. Have you ever heard the advice to halt? Never make a big decision when you're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. I'd add quote sad/quote and quote grieving/quote to this. You should also avoid making big life decisions when going through transitions or stressful events, like miscarriages or losses. Don't divorce your wife while she is grieving just because you think you're on two separate life courses. You might be. Certainly she may never quote get over/quote the idea that she desperately wants a baby. But this could simply be part of her grieving process. She doesn't actually want a baby. She wants the baby she lost. I know this because I've been there. Please give her some time to heal and grieve, and both of you could benefit from therapy/counseling, if you're not already in it. If after she has done the work and you've done the work your lives and futures are truly incompatible, then by all means, start discussing divorce. But please don't throw that at her while she is struggling with her loss unless you genuinely want a divorce, which, From your post and subsequent comments, it sounds like you Don T. Well, there you have it. Drop your verdict in the comments. And hey, if you're enjoying this, hit subscribe. We post stories like this every week.